Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm your man, Vince Ingram. I'm a superstar, superfly producer, big time, Bijan Kelly.
Bling blow. What's going on, man?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Were you at work?
No, no, I'm at home.
Hmm. Okay, your scenery, your background's a little different.
Yeah. My black backdrop. I figured it's not big enough, so I'm gonna get a second one. Maybe cover up the rest of the wall. But
Hmm.
yeah, for right now, since it doesn't cover the whole thing, I'm just like it just looks. So what I did, I put a little motorcycle helmet right here. I put my little push-up bar here. So
Okay.
fitness, fitness.
Right. I feel you. I feel
Oh,
you.
oh, oh! You don't know.
I guess I don't.
You don't know. Hold on, I got something to show you.
I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's about to happen. Okay. What we looking at?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I got
got your
my
boxing
wraps.
glove?
Got my gloves. I got shin guards coming in.
Okay.
I
Well, what's
started
happening?
I started training Muay Thai this week.
Did you?
Yeah, today was my second or third second day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You know I used to teach boxing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man, you've had a
I,
lot of different
I was
lives.
training people. No professional stuff or nothing. I just learned from a good friend of mine who showed me.
Mm,
And I went through a regiment with him for about 3 months.
dang.
And
Cool.
yeah, we used to go up to the gym. And, he was really nice with it, man. Had me looking almost like I knew what I was doing. And so, yeah, a couple of people was interested. So I had learned so much from him
Yeah.
that I was kind of showing it wasn't nothing but a nice little
Okay.
workout.
I mean, you must have learned enough for people to trust you training them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was cool, man. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Um,
How long did you do that?
with the training.
Yeah.
Oh, on and off about 2 years at least.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had the
Okay.
gloves and I had the mitts,
What
and
what were you training them for? So you said it wasn't like professional. So
no,
like
it
they're
was.
they're getting ready to beat some dudes, and you were like, I got you. Let me train you.
Well, no, it was. It was like what I was doing it for, just to get in shape.
Okay. Fitness, just boxing
Fitness.
for. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like or we'll soon find out. Boxers, man, are in the best.
That cardio. You froze in the worst position again. There you go.
I
You're back.
I said boxers are in the best condition than any other athlete, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in peak condition.
They're in tip top condition for sure. So, um, but it was cool because it was some nice self defense tactics that was learned.
Yeah.
So it was just a change of pace, man, and it was fun. And I had a cousin that went through one session, man, and he's one of them, you know, big time, crap talkers. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? And
uh. Let me ask you something. Was he a smoker?
nah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Just checking.
nah.
Just
So
checking.
we started our little session, man, and he had to. When we first started, man, he was hitting me so hard, man. I was like, I'm bouncing back. He's just really unloading, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so it was so funny, man, because he's just he's so cocky. The first water break, man, he was throwing up.
Oh
Yeah, man.
man,
It really shows you, you know, when you're not in good condition.
he wasn't even halfway through the workout.
He didn't even get finished. He didn't get finished.
Throwing up.
He thrown, man.
Man, yeah, he overexerted himself. I
Well,
mean,
I mean,
he didn't
it's
have
not
much to.
necessarily he overexerted.
He
He
didn't
just
have
wasn't in
much.
shape.
That's yeah, yeah.
And it was so funny, man, because he was just like, I could see him, boy. He was raining with sweat. When we for the first 30 seconds, boy, he was had them gloves on, boy. He was unloading on me. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, got some punch behind that, boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, okay, we got something to work with. And
Hmm.
then he gave up.
Yeah,
And then he
man.
gave up. I
He's
mean,
going to towel.
it's tough. I know what you're talking about because and just in the 2 days, just the drills that we've had to do, we've done
Hmm.
like hook drills or jabs or we even did some light sparring today.
Right.
And yeah,
So
I
what kind of
definitely
conditioning they have y'all doing?
well, it's Muay Thai, so we're doing a lot of kicks, a lot of punches.
Hmm.
But but he's really laid back in a way where everybody that's in the class is kind of at a different level, so
Hmm.
we're doing a lot of conditioning in general. So
Yeah.
and so I may not pick up everything, like all the since I'm not in a class of like beginners or something. I may not pick up like all the fundamentals just like in order. It's just gonna come as it goes. But all throughout, I'll be working out with everybody and just kind of
Hmm.
have to just roll with it and pick it up and learn. Which
Yeah.
which I've been doing.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm happy for you, man. You're doing more and more productive things. That's productive because when you're trying to do anything, start anything, whether it be a business, start school, start a new job, anything like that, you got to be in physical condition first
Yeah,
because you got to be able to get up and go. You got to be able to just stay up late. You got to be able to get up early. You got to be able to, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
physical condition is first and foremost before you can do anything. Before you can do anything, you got to be physically, at least physically fit enough for whatever task you're about to, get
yeah.
off into.
And
You know what I
that's the
mean?
that's the important part for me.
Right.
What you're saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
physically fit to whether it's defense, whether it's just any type of thing. Because I just kind of rely off of I think a lot of it I just kind of rely off of my youth and just whatever conditioning I did in high school. But now I'm like, hey, that's withering away. You know it's
Yeah.
not
They don't.
fun. It's not fun. At 27. I'm forgetting how old I am. It's not fun at 27 being, less than 110. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't.
I shock people, but I'm still under 110.
Mm. You mean your energy or your weight?
uh, I shock people with like my energy or my
Oh, okay.
even the task that I'm able to do strength wise
Mm.
or agility, athletic wise. But I'm saying like I'm still under 110, so there's still a cap to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not competing. It's like, oh, alone, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, wow, look at him. But it's like that's not,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. The lovely. How you doing, Sam? What's up, brother? Um. Yeah. I get it, man. I get it. Um. Have you
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
what you about to say?
I was just real quick. I was gonna say, for instance, that like 10 by 10 challenge, like
Mm-hmm.
being under 110 and not doing strength conditioning,
Yeah.
I didn't stand a chance, right?
Right.
But if we go out and do like plyometrics or something,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be like completely different. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't get off into none of that. All
Yeah.
the jumping and flipping and all that type
And
crap.
and as you get older, that's the less important part. So it's like, the more important part is being able to complete the 10 by 10 because of what that means.
Yeah. I mean, you like a ninja, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of running and jumping and flipping.
Yeah.
Somebody like me, I just wait till you come out to flip and lay
See?
your ass out. You know what I
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
mean?
I'm ready for a little bit more of that.
Right, right. Uh, have you been keeping up with 50 Cent son is back in the news, man. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with it at all.
How many sons does 50 Cent
Well,
have?
this is his oldest boy, the one
Okay.
he's been
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
the one that's been giving him problems. I'm not gonna say giving him problems because I think the kid is heavily influenced by the mom.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And because I mean, sons are taught to love their moms, man. You know what I mean? They they respect their dads, but they love their moms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
And
and he
so
grew up away from his dad with his mom, right?
yeah, but what I've learned today, just kind of looking at some of that story, that he used to take him on the road with him. Let him go on
Oh,
stage with him and different things like that. Um,
okay.
but basically, the story was 50 Cent had bought them a house, fully paid for, and paying all the bills in the house. And then from based off of the video I saw, the I guess they got to a point to where she wanted to go on and get with go ahead and break it off with him, and also he was giving her 25,000 a month for child support and like an allowance.
25,000 a month,
Twenty five
man.
thousand a month. The house they were living in was fully paid for, and 50 paid all the bills.
Yeah.
And then he was giving her 25,000 a month. And so
Sounds like he didn't
she
abandon them.
no, and this was supposedly after they broke up. He was doing this,
Yeah.
as long as his son was in the house, he was that was the deal.
Yeah.
And then mom moved another guy in,
Uh, huh.
right?
Yeah.
So when mom moved her other guy in, I guess 50 said, I'm not doing it anymore. And
Right.
so then that's when he was taken to court, and then the judge awarded him to pay 6,700 a month.
Oh, okay, because the guy
Yeah.
was there. So,
Well, because that was the first time that they went to do child support, and that's what he was, um, that's what he was supposed to pay. That's what he was told he had to pay was 6,700 a month.
yeah.
And so basically, the mom was saying, and the son was saying they couldn't live off 6,700 a month. So now, fast forward to today, the son is 21.
Yeah.
I think 50 is still giving the 6,700 a month, but the son is saying that's not enough, and it should be based off of how 50 is living. He should be living the same way,
He
but
should be living the same way.
right. But I mean, per 50, he tried to talk to him, and the son, wouldn't talk to him, wouldn't take his calls, was just kind of repeating what the mom was saying,
He just
you
cares
know.
about the money.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean,
Hmm.
the 6,700 they saying ain't nothing. So now the son is coming out saying, I'll give you the 6,700 back just to spend 24 hours with you. So
Oh,
yeah. So now but now at this point, 50 is like, he's like this. He done washed his hand with it.
yeah, because of all the stuff that they've said in the past and done, and
Hmm.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you remember when 50 Cent got shot 9 times,
Uh-huh.
supposedly the son befriended the guy who shot 59 times son and was taking pictures with him and posting on social media and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
That you gonna get 6,700 and
yeah,
keep it and stay
yeah,
away from me. Yeah.
yeah. Basically, that's what 50 is at.
Yeah.
You take the 6,700, man. You go on. And
Wash my hands with you and your mama.
yeah,
And your mama.
yeah. And so the mom came out and she was saying how before 50 got famous, she was taking care of all three of them for 3 years.
Okay.
She was paying for studio time and she was, buying his jewelry and buying his clothes.
What's she trying to get? Royalties?
Well, the guy said that was interviewing her, um, well, damn. I mean, he was paying you 25,000 a month for, till the kid was 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much do he have to pay his debt off?
Right.
You know. But anyway, it's sad, man, because nobody should be at odds with their son or be at odds with their daughter. It's just a sad situation that it's sad that they can't work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
for real. Yeah, for
yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. The lovely, yeah, that's she says horrible. Sam says a spoiled and entitled adult child. Sad. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Lou? Yeah, it's a trip.
50. Well, I mean, he'll be okay. 50 probably ain't even bothered by it at this point. I'm sure it really affected him at some point years ago.
It's you would think, but that's his kid, man.
Hmm.
And that probably does even bother him,
They look
you know.
exactly alike, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
And that's his thing. The boy looked just like him, man.
Just like him.
Hmm. So
Man.
yeah, I think it'll probably forever bother him, man. And someone asked him, did he ever think that they would repair it? And 50 was like, well, I don't know how to repair it since I'm not the one who
Right.
sabotaged it.
Right.
Yeah. So he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, and 50's a level-headed dude, so I mean, if he's saying that, he's not just saying that because he doesn't want to or he's trying to just, like you said, wash his hands of it. I mean, he's being honest. He's probably like, yeah, I mean, how do I repair something that I didn't, necessarily break? Like they
Hmm.
gotta, kind of fix that with me. I mean, I'm here or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. And
I
he
don't know.
said there were several times he went to certain places and the son was there. And he would go to try to talk to him and the son would leave.
Well,
So
yeah.
yeah, man, that's still a sad deal. And hopefully they get it to where before something happened to the son or something happened to 50, man, they can mend those broken wounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, I know I was like that. I wasn't like that with my pops, but we didn't have the best relationship. But right before he passed, we kind of got a little bit better acquainted. You know what I'm saying? And
That's good.
that's real good because
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much his death affected me until I seen it. You know what I mean? I was like,
Right.
damn. Because at the end of the day, that's still the cat that brought you in the world.
100%.
You feel me? So it
100%.
definitely needs to be some kind of way, man. They need to, at some point put their differences aside and but it's gonna take for the son to be his own man and the mom to be out
Mhm.
of the mix.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to kind of get his own perspective, his own mindset and
Hmm.
not be so influenced by how, she may see 50 or how she would even handle the situation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because that was the biggest influence is his
Yeah.
mom, because he was, well, he was the one sitting there while mom was bitching, complaining, crying, whatever. And
Yeah.
your daddy ain't this, he ain't that, he over there doing this, over there living like this, and he want to send us $6,000 a month.
Yeah, just going in on him, I bet. Sammy
Yeah,
called her a sorry, greedy mother.
yeah. Now
That's good.
I forgot to add that the house they were in burned down
Oh.
at some point, and the mom was saying that she know 50 had something to do with it. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, she was like, he had called me and said, he was gonna send somebody to do XYZ to me, so
Hmm.
who knows, man? I mean, that hits deep, man, when you
Yeah,
paying bills somewhere and it's another cat laying up in there.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
Like Chris Rock said about OJ. I don't think he should have did it, but I understand.
That was in his stand up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He like, now I ain't saying he should have killed him, but I understand. OJ paying bills over there, and old dude laying up in there.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh man. What did
yeah,
Vicky say? Yeah, that child support about to run out. So now the son's trying to make it right. Sad, all about money.
that's true. That's true. Yep, and that's exactly what he looked like he's doing.
The lovely said she broke it down a little bit. Said women who sabotage relationships with fathers and sons are the products of the breakdown of the culture today. Now we have a culture of codependent emotional males.
Mm,
Dang.
I can see that.
Dang. Well, okay, the lovely. Tell us how you really feel.
I can see that, man. Because I mean, they're running off the emotions of mom.
Mama.
So that's a great point. That's a great point, actually.
Happy birthday to my mom. She just had a birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, mom. Happy birthday. What's her last name?
Well, now it's green.
Miss Green. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ms. Green. Yeah,
Well, now it's Mrs. Green.
Ms.
Well, it's Mrs. She's remarried.
MRS.
MRS. Yeah, Mrs.
That's Ms.
No, that's Mrs. MS is Miss.
MS. MISS is Miss. MR. Ain't no MS.
MS is the abbreviation of MISS.
MISS is Miss, man.
Yeah, but MRS is Mrs.
Is
Because
Ms.
you'd be Mrs. Because you're
You be
married.
Ms.
You'd be Miss. I don't know. What is it? What do y'all say in the comments? We'll see what they
Ms.
say.
Green.
We'll see what they say. What else we got?
Man, look, did you see? No, I know you didn't see it. I know you. I hold off on this one.
Oh, let me show you something real quick then.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right. This is a treat for everybody. This is a treat for everybody. Vince, we talked about the 10 by 10 challenge.
Yeah.
Check out this push-up challenge.
Hey there. I was inspired by Chef Rush, my main chef, guy that has the biggest arms ever.
Right.
And I saw all
What's she doing? She ain't got no legs.
She ain't got no
Well,
legs.
I can't let the boys have all the fun, so I have to join in a little bit. Over here from Austria, I'm gonna get in maybe 20. Let's see.
She said, get in maybe 20. Let's see. Get it. Get it.
Oh yeah.
Get it.
Awesome.
Get it.
Thank you.
Get it.
6.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
8.
Yo.
9.
That's
This
great.
is crazy.
10.
Good job, baby.
11.
Man, you so
I mean,
disrespectful, dog.
She ain't got no weight to it, but she's really working out though.
Good
She's
form.
serious about it. That's
Come
motivational.
on.
20. Let's do more.
If,
One,
if you do
two,
a
woo, 3,
200 of those, you're
woo,
still working out.
Dang.
5, 6, 7,
BJ, you
8.
Come on.
disrespectful,
Hey,
man.
You can do it.
9
and she
and
got
30.
a little ass
Woo!
on her too. I'm just saying.
All right, come on. What you got? Let's see you do some.
God damn, dog. I can't believe you pulled that up, man. Sammy,
What?
did you see this crap, man?
That was motivational. How's that disrespectful? She posted it.
Man, look.
She's an influencer. That was,
Man,
that was amazing.
I mean, she ain't pushing up no weight.
But it's still like you would see someone like that, an amputee, they probably wouldn't even care about working out normally. And then look at her. She's got some decent arms. Like literally her body looks good even without legs. Like that's a feat. That's a feat. How do you do that? You know what I mean? How do you have a good body without legs? Like, did you see her figure? Did you see the hourglass? You see the hourglass shape here?
Oh, God, man.
What
You going to hell, man.
what's wrong? What's wrong with y'all? Sammy said I'm going to hell with gasoline draws. What's wrong with y'all?
Look, man. Sammy said Vince is Miss, and Ms.
And Mrs. Yeah.
MS is when she's a widow. Okay, well, we know she ain't a widow. Miss is single and Ms is married.
Thank you.
Bro, I said MRS. We just saying Ms two different ways. I'm saying Ms, you saying Mrs.
Oh, well, it is Mrs. But okay.
Damn. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. But hey, I would hope if I was an amputee, I'd be just as active. I know I wouldn't though. I wouldn't want to be doing
that's hard to
nothing.
say.
I wouldn't want to do nothing.
You would give up?
I would give up on fitness. But I'd be cold at typing. Or cold at juggling. I'd be
Bodine, what's up, bro? Ms. is married. Miss, hey, listen. We're not debating what each one of them mean. We're debating. Why you clapping your hands, man? We're not debating what they mean. We're debating how it sounds.
But I'm clapping because Sammy said I pronounced it correctly.
Vince BJ is pronounced. Man, come man, you don't know, man. Man, you don't know.
You don't know. Now, I mean, Vince, I guarantee a lot of people say Miss, regardless, because no one says Mrs. for some reason. I don't know why. That's the proper way, but no one says
somebody. I always say Ms.
But it's the proper way, but no one says it. I don't know.
Okay.
I choose to be proper. This is me.
I get you, man. Ain't that a kick in the ding ding?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
BJ.
Yeah.
Do you think that marriage is really a business?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think, let me ask you a question now. Wait a minute. Do you think love should be a part of marriage, or is it just a business?
I think marriage is a business contract completely, and then love is separate.
Yeah, something totally different.
Something totally different.
Right. But you would go on record by saying marriage is definitely a business agreement.
100%.
Wow. You know, I'm old school cat, right?
Yeah.
But I got to be honest with you, man. Throughout the years, yeah, I gotta rock with you on it. It has become a business agreement.
I mean, I'm young, but I haven't had that mindset my whole life. I just came up with that. I just, not came up with it, but just in like the last 3 years, I just started thinking about it, and that's what I've settled on. It was like, it's a contract, and it's a show for the government, and it's taxes, and it's this and that. And I mean, it has nothing to do with love.
Nothing to do with it.
Nothing
to do with it. You're absolutely right, man. And that's bananas, because my era and beyond, before, yeah, it was about love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's I mean, you just got to keep it real with yourself. It's a business deal. You break up, you have to go see somebody to split up your assets.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's protection for you and the other person as individuals.
Hmm.
It's a you guys are coming together to form this entity in the
Right.
eyes of the government, and if you split up, the government will enforce that, certain things, assets
Has to happen.
are yeah, and it's like that's not love. That doesn't sound like love,
That's
you
not
know?
love, bro. That's not love, man.
Vicky
Yeah.
said it's sad, but this is where I respond, Vicky. I still think you can get married, but if you're going to get married in the eyes of the law, like contract wise, I feel like that's, you're signing a contract literally. But let's say you decide to just go jump a broom together and have a ceremony and have a,
Mhm.
I don't know if you can, but can you have a priest marry you, or is that illegal without a contract? Can you?
Well, you supposedly you supposed to have a marriage license,
Okay. Hmm.
right?
Okay.
When you have your priest and that whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
but you just keep that out of it. I mean, nobody says you can't just go and do your own thing,
Okay, well, yeah, yeah. I don't know why
right?
people don't do that. If but everyone wants protections. It's a business.
But I think more people are just deciding to go do their own thing
Oh,
and
really?
leave the the analytical crap out of it. Leave the paperwork out of it, and just
Okay.
hey, let's just do our thing, and
Hmm. Yeah.
But you have to agree with that. But
Right.
for years, of course, your ladies, your women, or whatever, they want the whole bells and whistles with the dress and the bridesmaids and the big church and the limo and all that goes with it. They want it to show. So now, can you just go have the show without the paperwork?
If it were me, it would depend on what I'm trying to do. If I'm falling in love with somebody, I I'm telling you, I don't want to sign that contract. I don't. I don't
Right,
care for it. I will do the rings, the ceremony, all that if we can, but I don't want to sign a contract. I mean, that doesn't even make sense to me, you know?
right, right,
But if I'm not marrying for that, like if I'm marrying because I just met a strong individual, I'm a strong individual, and like let's say we're actors, like, or we're politicians or something, we got big things going. Let's say I'm Elon Musk and I'm about to marry the I forgot our vice president's name. Dang.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. Sorry, but Mrs. Harris. um, let's say I'm Mr. Musk. I'm about to marry Mrs. Harris. I would do the whole contract, in that case.
yeah. So Vicky says, does love still exist? See, like we're saying, love is separate. Love, I mean, love exists.
It
Love can
exists.
exist with anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's when you find somebody you willing to sacrifice some things for, then you
Sacrifice.
you know what I'm saying, then that definitely exists.
100%.
When you're willing to, I really don't want to do this, but because I love this person,
Hmm.
I'm gonna sacrifice how I'm feeling about it just because I know it's gonna make her
I'm
happy.
gonna compromise with her.
Oh yeah. So that definitely exists. But I guess what we're saying is the two don't go together, marriage and love.
Nope.
Okay, gotcha. Sammy said, question about marriage, relationships, honesty. Does it really help in relationships? I've seen sometimes being totally honest can be detrimental in some cases.
Hmm.
So Sammy is saying being honest sometimes has got him up his back up against the wall.
Well, well, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to answer this. Is does that mean he's not doing the right things,
Well,
or
well, this is my buddy, so I can elaborate a little bit. So if he says I'm not interested in marriage, okay. He say I'm not interested in marriage, and he called himself. I'm gonna be honest with this lady. I want to hang out with you, spend time with you. Let's get to know each other.
Mm,
But right now, marriage is not even in my psyche. And then
right.
this lady says, "Well, I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to eventually get married." So that's what he's saying. So then, of
Right.
course, she don't want to have anything to do with him because
Yep.
he said he's came out honestly and said, "I don't want to be a part of marriage anytime soon."
And he would
So
be dealing with that old school mindset too. So of course,
yeah,
like you're saying, they're like,
definitely, yeah.
yeah,
So if you don't want to do that, then you can kick rocks,
right,
And so he ends up losing, so to speak.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he
So
said,
should
detrimental. Ooh,
yeah. So should he just play the game? Be like, yeah, of course, yeah. And then
right.
once it gets to that point, be like, I'm out. I don't want to do that.
And then that's why there's all those divorces. They didn't want to. They didn't want to sign. They didn't want to be married in the first place.
The lovely
Man.
say you just do a spiritual marriage. They have those now, and I guess that don't, pertain to the paperwork.
Yeah,
Involve the paperwork.
yeah,
Um,
I'm along. I'm along with that mindset.
yeah. She also said you don't need to be married by a priest anymore. You can go on the internet and get a certification in less than 2 hours and marry anybody. Wow.
Hmm.
I didn't know that, BJ. Did you know that?
I didn't know that either. So I guess what there's a certification and a contract.
Apparently, per the lovely. I've said this for years, and people ridicule me about it. Marriage doesn't guarantee you anything. I agree, BJ. Don't sign a contract. My buddy Charles say, to him, that depends on who you with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, if
Mhm.
I'm like a politician or something, and I'm gonna marry another politician, or even if they're not, and I just want protections because I got all these assets, and then hey,
Right. Then you sign your contract.
right, sign the contract.
And you keep your shit, I keep my shit.
Right.
Yeah. Vicky said, I guess I'm different. I never thought paperwork was necessary. I agree with your definition of love. Sammy, everyone can't handle the truth, but it's best to be told. Okay, Sam. She's saying everybody can handle the truth, but it's best for the truth to come out anyway.
Yeah. That's good because eventually somebody can handle that truth.
I guess so.
There's
I mean,
billions of us. Somebody,
it is.
thinks
It
differently.
is. The lovely says, I hope you would sign a prenup, BJ.
Why would I need to sign a prenup if I ain't signed no contract?
Yeah, exactly. Sammy say, fellas, should people lie? Now,
I think that's what he wanted to answer to the whole time.
is it a difference between lying and just not telling everything?
No,
There's no difference.
not to me. But is there a difference to you?
So if somebody that you really, really like,
Yeah.
and you say, and you've probably been in this situation before, now I'm thinking about it, and you say, well, I ain't really thinking about marriage right now, but she is, and she's kind of, every week or so, every other week. So, when you plan to, when we're gonna do this, when we're gonna do that.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is somebody you want to be with.
Yeah.
You just not thinking in the future like she is. So do you be like, I don't know. I'm still mulling it over. I don't know. I mean, soon. I mean, you're throwing out little stuff like that. I mean, one day,
Mm, right,
but you don't
right.
just come out and say that's not gonna happen,
Yeah.
right? See, if you
So,
just come out and say, "Look, that ain't gonna happen," that'll
mhm,
be that's telling the total honest truth. But
right.
if you say in due time, baby, one day, for
Yeah.
sure we will.
Yeah. I consider that lying. I definitely do. There's different degrees of lying, but it's all lying. Either way, yeah. Black and white, it's lying.
Oh man, the lovely said it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sammy says, I don't know, Vicky. Everyone wants the truth, but all can't handle it. I agree with that. I agree with Sam. Everybody, especially the ladies, they always say, be honest with me. Be honest with me.
They don't want it. They don't
Now
want
they
it.
don't want it. I
They don't
mean, when
want
you
it.
give it to them, I mean, shit goes bad.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Whether
Oh
it
yeah.
be that night or it be later on, it goes bad.
You could look her
Because,
deep in her soul. Oh yeah. What no? What are you saying? You said because.
I mean, they don't forget what you said.
Mm, mm,
They don't
like
forget.
an elephant.
Yeah. You said da 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 da. You might be like, damn, man, that was 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, yeah, you could look her dead in her soul, in her eyes, through her eyes to her soul, and ask her, "Do you want me to tell you the truth? You want me to tell you the truth?" She'll be like, "Yeah, tell me the truth." I'll be like, "You've gained a couple pounds." Oh, it's
That's right.
over. It's
That's,
over.
that's a wrap, man. That's a
Mm.
wrap. Biggie said, but with a certification, do you have to file for divorce if you break up? I'm not sure. Hmm.
I don't know anything about the certification part. I just
Okay.
know the whole contract part, where they actually go in front of somebody and sign something and there's a whole like, terms and agreement. That's the
Hmm.
only part that, I know that happens in the process. I never even knew
So
about
since the
the
lovely brought that up, the lovely, with the certification, if you get divorced or file for divorce, do you have to file for a divorce for a breakup with a certification?
do you have to
The
file
lovely
for
also says, if you have a politician or have assets over a certain amount of money, you should have a prenup. Hmm. Okay. Sammy said everything is going great. You just want to get to know one another, learn one another. Not necessarily that marriage is not an option, but be patient, sister. One thing I've learned is that people put their best foot forward in the beginning, but
Oh,
sometimes they change for the worse later on.
so
That's
true.
why I say have patience. I'm just saying.
So true. Keep saying, Sammy. Preach.
Something like Martin Luther King Farrakhan. You know what I mean? The left said, hell no. A lie is a lie.
Yes, it is. I agree. Yes, it is.
We can say, right, Sam. But now,
Oh,
Vince, women are used to you guys lying so we can handle a lie a little better than you men. I
hmm.
mean, I agree with that. Women probably can handle lies better than men.
I see. Because why? Because guys got caught in the lies and women didn't. So what?
Well,
They
I
they.
mean, I gotta quote Chris Rock again. Chris Rock says, "Men lie the most, women lie the best."
Whew. Mm,
So when a woman hear a man lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, she probably get immune to it. Like,
yeah.
damn, this nigga be lying his ass off. But when a dude finally catches lady lying, all hell
It's
done broke loose. His whole
yeah.
world come tumbling down.
Yeah. It's like that was too good of a lie. Too good
Yeah.
of a lie.
What else
Yeah.
you lying about? Is this my son?
100%. Oh man, and I
Uh,
hate when, because that can easily happen. But I know you got a very specific mindset, so it's probably hard to get you in this position. But I hate when I land in the position where like my trust is falling, and now I'm like all skeptical and close to paranoid on what she could be lying about. It's like, I hate that, you know.
yeah,
And sometimes, you fall into that based on whatever she may have said or did, so it's like, man.
right. The lovely said, I'd rather the total honest truth than to keep wasting my time.
Hey.
Yes, it falls under the line of common law marriage. So yes, you would have to get a divorce. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's if you get a certificate.
Yeah. Right.
Huh. Hmm.
Right. I sent you a video, man. We talking about all this right here. I sent you a video. It's a pretty long video. I wish we could just play a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But pretty much the little girl was getting ready to go. She said she was finna go see her aunt who was sick in Atlanta. And I don't know where she lived. But the husband was saying, why are you going to Atlanta this late?
Yeah.
I mean, and she was dressed nice, had the nice leggings on, the little jacket. And
Yep.
he actually went and peeked in her bag, and she had a change of clothes in the bag with the red bottom heels, and he was just like, and the caption was, why is my husband so insecure?
Right.
But he
Right.
was, and not to mention, it was also a weekend in Atlanta that weekend.
Yeah.
But she said she was just going to visit her sick aunt.
I, I'm familiar with this video. This is actually a classic video that I think has been floating around for a little while now, but it's not any less funny, or not
Nah,
not any less frightening either.
I mean, it was definitely, you know, she was finna go kick it for sure
For
in,
sure.
in the ATL, and she said, "I'm going to see my aunt who's sick." And yeah, why are you tripping? I'm going to see my aunt.
Why are you tripping?
Yeah,
Talking about my man is so insecure. Um, let's see. If I hit it in the middle, maybe that would be a good point.
Okay. So why are you having red bottoms, huh? I seen it back. I seen it already. I seen it already. Why are you bringing red bottoms?
Why are you going
Huh?
to my stuff?
But why would you bring red bottoms? Explain
Why are
that.
you going to my stuff?
Why would you bring red bottoms?
You
Explain
never
that.
know. I always bring them with me.
You
know
always
that.
bring them, but
Yes.
you're just going down there to see your aunt for one day, right? And
So,
coming right back.
What if I have photo shoot to do? Yeah, I'm a model.
A photo shoot. So now you're going. Now it's changing from a
Yes,
photo
like-
shoot.
like-
Wait.
she said, "What if I get a photo shoot?" God, while I'm there.
Just a quick little photo shoot,
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it booked right now, but who knows when I get
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I
may
might
get, yeah.
I
So
might go out, get some medicine for my aunt, grandma, whoever it was, and the photographer might just be like, "Hey,
we'll come do a
take my
photo
shot."
shoot. Yeah, I always take my red bottom when I go.
Now, I'm pretty sure this video is fake, but they did a great job. Either way, whether it's fake or real, it's a great job of putting this out on the internet for us all to see. Because
I thought it was awesome.
man,
I thought it was awesome.
Man.
The lovely says, "No, Sammy, you give a time limit. You let a woman know that I don't plan on being married when the next 5 years, within the next 5 years or so." So, Sammy, the lovely is saying you need to be honest, but don't just say I don't plan on getting married. Kind of give them a timeline. Give them I'm not thinking about it. This year. I'm not thinking about it. She said the next. What did she say? The next 5 years.
yeah, next 5.
I don't think nobody hang around 5 years who trying to date to be married.
Yeah.
They ain't finna give you no 5 years.
And you know what I think would happen if it's a woman that really wants to stay with you, but you tell her a date that's way far off into the future, she's just gonna stay with you and try to get that date down sooner and bother you
Yeah, I
and
mean,
bother the
but
hell out of you.
how long she gonna? I mean, if she has her mind made up, she still ain't gonna. She ain't gonna put too much time in it. You know what I mean?
She'll put some years.
Yeah. I mean, I've had, my sisters, man, my oldest sister and I have another sister on my pop side, man. They was always like, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah.
He's gonna either da da da, that's it. And they stood on that. And I was like, damn,
Rough
they
for
stood on
them.
that. Yeah.
Rough for those dudes. Wouldn't want to be them.
She meant that. They meant that, man. Both of them, they meant that. So I mean, my point is, you have women out there that be like, I'm gonna give you X amount of time. If we hanging out, we kicking it, we loving each other, I'm gonna give you X amount of time. If you ain't pulled the trigger by then, deuces.
I don't really want that pressure, but I mean, I understand women work off a clock in that sense. I get that. I've caught on to that. Whereas men don't necessarily got that deadline.
Nah.
We don't. But women kind of got that body clock. They're like, I need to have something set in stone by this age, right?
Yeah. I would say the same, man. You just gotta find you somebody who thinks like you, who ain't who that doesn't matter. They're not concerned with being married. You know what I mean? That's not their concern. They just want to hang out like you want to hang out. Or just want to, have somebody. They ain't necessarily tripping on the titles, man. I think that's rare, but I think they out there, BJ. Yeah. So, man, I don't know if you saw this or not. I don't know. Lou, I know you probably saw it. Charles, I know Charles saw it. Davante Adams, man, plays receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders. Great game last other day. But he playing Kansas City Chiefs, but he lost control of his emotions on his way out, man, and pushed a cameraman out the way. Because the cameramen have to track them.
Yeah.
And he was emotional, pushed the guy.
Yeah.
Now he's typically a A1 plus guy, real good guy.
Wouldn't typically do something like that.
Nah.
Frustration from.
But it was just a sad deal to see coming from him. You don't expect it out of him.
Right.
I hate he did it, but he'll probably get fined for it, and he may even have to pay that photographer a little money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
For sure, settle out of court if they decide
something. It's just a little shove, but it's just a little shove, but that's all it takes.
Well, let's see how hard he shoved the guy, shall we?
Frustration from Adams, and whoa.
Oh yeah.
Can't have that as Adams leaves the field. The frustrations.
Oh yeah. That's enough to have the whole stadium against you. Oh yeah. No one likes that. Everyone's like, dude, what?
And they in Arrowhead. They in Kansas City, and you can't do that, man.
No, you can't do that. I mean, the guy did walk right in front of him, way too close. I don't know why.
But that's what they do, though, BJ. They do that, and then they
but
back
you saw
off.
How close he was to him? He literally walked in his way. Look, he literally walked in his way. He wasn't. I don't think they do that, Vince.
I mean, he should have maintained a better distance, but I mean, he still didn't have the right to push the guy.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
So it's gonna cost him. It may cost him a little bit. It may cost him a lot.
Davante Adams, he got a lot of A's in his name. Dang. Anyways, but he shouldn't have shoved that dude.
Yeah,
Oh, apparently the guy was injured. I saw a headline
Of
saying.
course he's injured. Yeah, that's how it works.
Look, and the article reads like this. Eventually, the student went to the hospital complaining of whiplash, a headache, and possible minor concussion.
Yeah, yeah. That's worth at least $1 million.
Hold on. What? This? The student went to the hospital complaining of whiplash, a headache, and a possible minor concussion.
Mhm.
Whiplash, headache, minor concussion. I don't
Yeah,
see it.
he'll sell out of court for $275,000.
His head didn't hit the ground. His neck didn't, his head didn't fling around his neck. He landed on what? A backpack? Like, oh man, what a
Yeah.
liar.
Yeah, I mean, but that's all it takes, man. And that's why I say they lost the game, and I know how he feels. But
Yeah,
you got to control your emotions, young boy, young fella.
control him. How old is Davante Adams?
He's not very. He's not that. I mean, he has to be probably 29, 28, 30.
Davante Adams is. Guess we're going to Wikipedia. All right, he's 29.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just maintain your emotions, control your emotions, little bro.
On the money.
Wow. Lovely says if 5 years is not her time frame, then she will make the choice to leave or stay. But you were honest.
Fair is fair.
Sam, they be killing me on this be honest thing, man, but that's what everybody's saying. Lou say, oh yeah, Lou, he's saying show me the money for sure. Seven said the lawyers were calling him as soon as he hit the ground. Sad.
He got up and had a few missed calls, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was some lawyers in the stands
Man.
that made sure they located him. For sure.
Like, do you know what just happened? And he's like, what? Like someone had to break it down to him.
Yeah. Do you see my fingers? You know, I've been finger you dazed. So what's going on?
And he's like, yeah. And they're like, no, don't say anything. Immediately, just on him.
Right. So BJ, you know this this Charleston White guy thing been going on, right? With
is that that's the black guy that he is black, right?
He is black.
And he's like he's not like an influencer, but he's like
he's really nothing.
Yeah.
But he just got on the internet and started talking crap. And then now he calls himself an influencer and / comedian.
Oh, comedian. Oh,
he's a comedian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that's not the point. My point is this. So he was talking about, he's going after Lil Boosie's son, T.I.'s son.
For what?
Well, just messing with him, just jugging at him.
Oh, he is Charleston White,
right? But this is where I'm going. He said that he was saying Lil Boosie's son has been molested, right? Yeah, that's what he said. So let me finish. So you remember? I don't know if you remember, but Lil Boosie did several videos where he said when his son turned a certain age, he got him a prostitute.
Oh, I know. Lil Wayne has that same story with Birdman. So I guess I mean, sure. I've never heard it with Boosie though. I never heard that.
I think I've heard it with Boosie. I don't want to say I've heard it, but that's what Charleston White said. Right. Now, this is my question. This is the topic. Moms and dads who show their child bad habits or show their child too much too soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you think about that subject, man, you got a lot of this going on in just the everyday world. where young ladies see how their mom carry themselves,
Yeah.
and they just pick up that behavior. They see how their dads carry themselves and some of the things they do, and pick up that behavior.
Yeah.
And some kind of way, somehow, and I guess I mean, just talking about it, I guess there's no way that can be changed when you are showing these kids and they're practicing bad habits. Like, I mean, there's no way that you supposed to be getting your son, you know, sex at 13 from a grown up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely not. That's what I mean. Maybe take him to a strip club at 18, 19, maybe. And that is so, that's far. But 13
18,
doing,
19 is different
yeah.
than 13, 14. You know what I'm saying?
And prostitute,
Yeah,
13, 14. Like, what's the
right.
rush, guy? What's the
Yeah.
rush?
And that's my thing. What's the hairy, man? You know what I mean? Most guys kind of experience that themselves
On their
some kind of
own.
way.
Yeah. Even if it happens at the same age, it's not in that weird forced setting with a grown woman,
Right. Who dad is paid to come in and perform, this.
Yeah.
I just think, man, because that's, I mean, if you break it down, it's child molestation, right?
100%.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know, man. And he was boldly talking about this, as Wayne was boldly talking about it. And I don't see how nothing happened about it. No charges were brought up or anything. But I think that's just not cool. And he was saying how Charleston White was saying how Boosie got his son, oral sex at 13. I don't know. That's what he said. From a
Probably true. Probably true.
That's just, man, at no point in my life that I want to have that type of relationship with my son.
Yeah, no.
No type, no time, no way, no how, no way, no how, man. You know what I mean?
No, that's separate.
Yeah.
There's no need to cross that boundary. I mean, when you have a relationship with anyone, anything you two do together should be something you can take further and bond with and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's nothing to bond with in that aspect as father and son. That's just an activity you want to do because you are lustful or you want, you're greedy or whatever. Like that ain't got nothing to do with the relationship. As a matter of fact, that probably takes away from the relationship.
That's not sexy at all, man.
No,
nothing about that is sexy. But I heard that, and I had heard that years back, and I was just like, man, that's not cool. And then you got the moms, of course, especially when they're a little promiscuous or whatever, and you got the daughter seeing this. I mean, she has no choice but to probably rock and roll like that. You know what I mean?
So hold on, let me get this right. This is what we're talking about, right? Boosie co-signing his underage son getting head.
Per Charleston White, man.
Per Charleston White.
Yeah.
White. So we don't have an interview of Boosie saying this?
We may have.
Shit.
I don't know. He may have said it on Vlad TV, or he may have said it on the Breakfast Club.
He does. Wow. Yeah. Boosie Badass brags about getting his underage son oral sex. This was like 2 years ago. He went on Instagram Live 2 years ago and revealed, this is what he revealed, Vince. He revealed that he enlisted a woman to give his underage son and nephews oral sex.
God dang, dog.
He said, I'm training these boys right. Ask any of my nephews. Ask any of them. Ask my son. Yeah, when they was 12, 13, they got head. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Hell yeah, I got my effing son D suck. You effing right. Yes, a grown woman, super grown, checked his ass out. What is this is a real this is a quote. This is a quote from him.
For real, man.
Yes. I didn't just start saying that.
I know you're a creative dude,
No,
man.
I had to stop. I had to stop because it keeps going. But yeah, that's what he said. I'm not even gonna play the video, but that's just the text quote.
Man, that's so sad, man.
Man,
That's so sad. That's who grooming the young men for the young ladies. That type of stuff.
yeah,
Why you
yeah,
ain't somewhere fishing with your son, man?
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. So and then they wonder why these kids and these young boys, have no respect for anybody.
For sure.
You dig? That's
I think that would make them probably entitled. I'd probably have issues with authority because they may
yeah.
even look back at it and be like, well, that situation, they don't even know how to understand it, right? They might.
I
I
mean,
mean, all
T.I.
types
son
of,
has already had a few run-ins with grown-ups.
yeah,
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 already.
yeah.
So
Man, they and he's not thinking about that at that time, you know.
right,
Of course, people change, so who knows? Maybe he's better at this point, and he probably wouldn't do it today. I don't know, but I know people do change. I don't know if he changed. I'm just saying that whoever he was at that point in time definitely was not thinking about the effect that would have on those
right,
boys.
right.
You know.
Because I don't even think you mentally have the mental capacity to deal with something like that from a grown woman and
No.
13 years old.
Not forced upon you.
Right.
Maybe if this was somehow in some magical land far away, this was all your choice, and you know were mature enough, and you constructed this yourself. Yes, like like how they would with a woman, a girl their age.
Yeah.
But no, definitely not. 100%. I don't think so.
Yeah. A grown woman,
Yeah, that's nah,
that's
two different worlds.
man. Yeah. Stampede, that's grimy to get your child a prostitute. It's morally unfit, and you expose a child to STDs.
Yes.
Facts. Also, what is that? The kid probably feels pressure to perform and also be appreciative. Yep.
And that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Is dad in the room while the sex act is happening?
Probably.
I don't think he would have been in the room.
But the sons and the nephews were probably in the room together.
I think, and of course we have no idea. I don't think any of them was in the room together.
You're just hopeful. You're hopeful.
He probably just paid some lady
Nope.
that's grown to.
Nope. You giving them too much credit. Nope. They didn't take him to no separate rooms. He said son and nephews. They were all in a public spot. There was probably 20 people in that room.
You think, man?
I think.
The Lovely said this is child molestation and human trafficking. There is no such thing as consensual sex between a child and an adult. Exactly. Vicky said they need to be locked up, him and the lady that did the deed. You right. Totally agree. That's why I said I don't know how they didn't. I mean, because he came out and admitted it. I don't know how that wasn't breaking the law.
I don't know if in those cases do they need proof or do they need like someone to file a charge? Like I don't even know.
I mean, I guess that's his proof saying it, but I mean, you're right. I guess they would have to get a statement from the lady. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Lovely said if women or men did that with their daughter, they would throw you under the jail. Exactly.
100%.
If just, if I've done something like that and the law found out, man, I'm going to jail.
200%.
Yeah, yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad. And Charleston White, I don't really know what this guy is actually doing, man, outside of, he's making a little money. He's doing it in the worst way. And he's really living a dangerous life. But he's telling a lot of truth, man. He's telling a lot of truth.
Yeah.
There's some of this stuff that he's saying, he's telling a lot of truth.
I mean, Charleston White is a funny guy. I never took him as a and I just wanted to make sure we were talking about the same person, but that's why in the beginning I was like, are we talking about the same dude? But I never took him as I don't think he's a role model, but I never took him as a grimy or sleazy or lying or like a lying dude. I mean, okay, hold on, let me backtrack. Not in a not in a way that would hurt other people. I mean, I've heard all his stories about how he has made so much money, falling and slipping at work and filing suits against the companies. But outside of that and away from companies, I never, I think he's an honest or honorable, maybe honorable. It's weird. You can't put that in the same sentence. But all I'm trying to say is I believe him. I believe him, and
Yeah,
I think he has good
I know
intentions.
he's telling the truth, but I still think he's a grimy dude.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, for what he's doing, how he's doing it.
That's fair.
And because at the end of the day, if he wasn't, he wouldn't be accepting money for performing.
Yeah, I fell into the trap. That's what he wants you to think. You'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not grimy. I just have done these things, and I'm just telling you how to do them. Like,
Yeah, because I mean, he's blatantly came out and said how you can sue a company. I mean,
that was the wildest thing to me.
Yeah,
I'm like, this man has really made most of his money from. I mean, at this point, from telling the stories, but at that time, before social media, he was really just stacking up, going job to job, and he had a reputation too. They would know, oh, he's coming for the check.
Yeah. They love to say it. They all need to be arrested. Dig that stuff up on him and let him do 30 years with R. Kelly.
I don't know about 30 years.
Hey, yeah, that's a bit much.
30 years.
I mean, and then stuff like that, man. You got to be honest. See, I mean, he's only repeating what he's seen.
Yes,
kind of like what we said, and it just seemed like something that's irresponsible and immature.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably gotten to the point to where he's gotten so much money, he think he can do whatever he wants to do. And because he's always been disrespectful to women the whole time I've even known it, and he existed, but that's just something he feel like that's the right thing to do. And it would take somebody older that he respected, which I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of people in his circle he respect, that would say, man, I don't do no crap like that, dude. That ain't cool.
Oh, like a peer or someone at his level, or
uncle,
even older than him.
Probably not. Or his dad or somebody, man. That
I'm sure he's the king of whatever circles he's in. Yeah,
definitely. Michael Jackson had a sexual issues because his brothers did the same thing to him. They caused him trauma in child.
Huh. I never heard that story. The lovely, crazy with the stories.
Society feels like sexual trauma is not that damaging when it's a woman to a boy, but when it's a man to a girl, then it's more detrimental and consequences. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, and that's true. When it's a woman to a boy, yeah, unless it's public and it's a teacher, and the teacher get caught having sex with the underage teenager, and all that. But yeah, you've had guys come out and say, Charlemagne came out and said, older lady in his neighborhood was having sex with him. D.L.
Yeah.
Hughley has came out and said, he lost his virginity when he was 14, 15 to a 30 plus year old woman.
Yeah.
So it's definitely has happened throughout the years, but yeah, the guys don't make a big fuss about it. You know what I mean? They just be like, I'm knocking off a grown ass woman.
I think we're finally getting to the point where we are, I guess, trying to live what we preach, or do what we say, because years ago, centuries ago, this whole age thing didn't matter, right? Little boys, little girls, none of that mattered.
True.
And then the laws came into play, but it seems like it just took a long time. But now it's like, now we're making it aware more and more, and we're talking about it. Social media, the internet, it's like now people are coming out and they're like, dang, you know what? When I was 15, dang, because if this, they probably wouldn't have even still thought about it if social media and stuff, if they would have just kept going, living, right? But now
Right.
you think back and you go, oh, let me think of how that affected me, and then you find some things. It's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. So listen, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Great show, brother. We want to thank the lovely Sammy,
Yes.
uh,
Vicky.
Vicky. It was
Charles.
amazing.
Stampede.
Stampede, we really appreciate it.
Sammy. Lewis.
We're gonna read Stampede and then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna drop the mic on Stampede long ass.
Yeah.
Deal.
All right. Stampede said, I just skipped straight to the end of what he said. Of course. Okay. Anyways, Stampede said, back in the day, I felt pressure from friends to participate in running a train. I never thought I could perform in front of my friends, so I always declined. Also, I couldn't tell if any of the dudes would be attracted to me. I ain't getting naked in front of no other dude. Is that different than Boosie doing that to his kids? Is that different than Boosie, what he did to
Well, with
his
your
kids?
friends, I'm hoping everybody's consenting adults.
Right.
Where Boosie got kids that he's dealing with. So yeah, that's a bit different.
Yeah. And most of Stampede's stories come from college, so probably.
Yeah. I mean, college is you can get wild in college, man, and you're doing some crazy stuff. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Stampede, for that that curveball.
Straight curveball. Don't be running no trains, boy. Not even in college.
Yeah.
But look here, man. We're gonna get up out of here. BJ, look, have a great weekend, man.
You too.
Yeah,
You too.
I will, man. I'm giving me some rest. And
oh, you resting this weekend?
I'm giving me some rest, bro.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Is vacation around the corner?
Yeah, I'm gonna give me some rest this weekend. That's all I can say.
Okay. Vacation ain't, it'll come though, huh? It has to.
Oh, yeah. But listen, everybody have a great weekend. Be safe, be careful. Get back here on Monday. Let's chop it up some more.
Yeah,
We
like the
appreciate you
video,
guys.
subscribe,
Like the video,
and follow us.
subscribe, and yeah, tell your friends. That's what we want. To tell your friends. If y'all can get people to come in and check the show out, that'd be awesome.
We want to grow, so just share. We want to grow.
Yeah, we really do. So yeah, so everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all next week. Be safe.